Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. This guy's coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guy's stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this defense for the Ravens, McCarthy off the play fake. This one swung out here to Jones. We'll get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing is McCarthy. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trenton Simpson there in coverage. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now a 2nd and 6.
Number 3, Jerry Judy. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Jerry Judy. It's a gain of 6. And the Raven first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. Trucks over it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Henry up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
4-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard
And already down
line.
7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Now he'll escape to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10. On the give, it's Mason. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's
now McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Inside handoff. Henry runs through the contact. And he'll take this one out to about the 13. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stop. Second and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Staying on his feet. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They go play action now. Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 31
Henry running right. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Ravens.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Caught on the slam. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 1-yard line.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
On his loop for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd down at the 28-yard line.
And they'll go again with Mason.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 1.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Viking.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Jefferson. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. it to Mason. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Running left, Mason. There's the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Vikings, first down.
McCarthy is set to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's got the connection to Moore. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the
2 minutes to
line.
play. First half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. McCarthy going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
It's 4th and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jackson, option right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
And
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and a couple. Throwing is McCarthy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Vikings.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. A dump off from Mason. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the home to show that we've got the momentum. To show that we're back in this game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here, as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
44-yard gain on the play. And the Ravens.
A handoff running left. Henry takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4.
Jackson.
Second down 6.
He finds Hopkins complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down, Baltimore.
On the option right is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. He's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a good possession game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running Lynch ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Back foot throw there is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And this will not get close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the 26. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. McCarthy operating from the gun. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Ravens 1st down.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly. but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And not much of a hole as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 3, Jordan Addison. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Now McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy. And pass complete to Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. On the run is Mason. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air with McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Inside the 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the
So
play,
that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ali. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. And find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
42-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
First down.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brings up 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Jackson going to keep it running right. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And it's 3rd down.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first. Down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Lamar going to give this to Ali. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here now, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with no timeouts and where the football is on the field, now they're in a really tough spot.
Because a field goal finishes them, right? If they give up 3, it's over, let alone trying to get the ball back. You're exactly right. Very difficult situation. All they can do is go all out when the ball snapped and try and pop it free and get it back for themselves.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Baltimore, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.